We're going to be checking out Obsession, There's Ed, In the Gray, Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway, The Sorcery of Nymph Circe, and Is God Is. So the first movie we can check out is Obsession from Blumhouse. This should be definitely interesting. They are, you know, they're behind some big titles, I guess. So we'll see if this is, you know, how this goes. 2 minutes and 13 seconds for this trailer, and it has 1 million views in 2 months. But that's not terrible.
Have you ever actually like flirted with Nikki?
I'm gonna go get some shots.
I'll come with you if she means this much to you. And I know she does. Say, Nikki, I think we should grab a drink sometime.
Nikki, wait. I was gonna ask you,
What?
I lost my train of thought.
Hi.
Good night. What else?
Why?
One wish, Willow. You only get one wish. I wish Nikki Freeman loved me more than anyone in the entire world.
I love you so much. A love only the branch of a willow tree could conjure.
It's weird how you two are dating all of a sudden. Like, super dating.
I think Nikki is going through something.
Like what? Is she okay?
No.
Jeez, what kind of spells you put on her?
Nikki? I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you! I was calling to see if there's a way I can cancel a wish.
I'm sorry, we don't really do that.
So she's just stuck like this forever?
Well, yeah, I mean, as long as you live.
As long as I live?
Okay, well, first thoughts are they're showing a lot, they're showing a lot, I think. They're showing a little bit too much. They should have stopped at the party scene. That would have been great, and just the title card. Okay, so yeah, that looks pretty crazy though. And that looks like a good horror movie. Like, I guess a good use of the like, you know, a curse or something like that, because we had weapons, and then I guess that they will kill you kind of is in that way too. Like, it's, you know, yeah, it's like kind of magic or whatever, you know, that type of stuff, or dark magic maybe. And these are the comments. 2,103 comments. Someone said, bro got a yandere. Let's see what they say to that. This entire film is about a yandere. Both yandere, BPD. Right. He went in there. Let's see, someone said, like the old saying goes. Someone said, like the old saying goes, be careful what you wish for. Someone said, I want a yandere girlfriend. What happens when bro finally gets one? The way she laughs when his friend kids, did you put a spell on her, LOL? Makes me think she's aware of what's happening, but she can't do anything about it. So she's progressively going crazy. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Someone didn't watch Fairly Odd Parents. Such a smart premise. As someone who didn't have any real relationship till he was 31, let me tell you that the desperation is real. That's why the genie from Aladdin couldn't let him wish for the manipulation of feelings. This movie looks crazy. That's pretty cool. And here is the IMDb page. So it is rated R. That's good. And then I guess And then 1 hour, 48 minutes. That's not terrible. It is a folk horror, monster horror, psychological thriller, supernatural horror thriller. The summary or the plot is after breaking the mysterious One Wish Willow to win his crush's heart, a hopeless romantic finds himself getting exactly what he asked for, but soon discovers that some desires come at a dark, sinister price. That looks pretty crazy. 7.7 stars so far. Written and directed by Curry Barker. Wow, that's so cool. Let's check him out. I am not familiar with him. It's kind of interesting that the studios seem to be sticking with this trend of having the writer and director, be the same person. And I feel like maybe that is to keep the budget low, but the budget still seems so high, like unnecessarily high. One of the movies we're going to cover, or maybe it is this one, I think it was made for under $1 million, and then there was a bidding war. Maybe it was this one. So this guy is an actor, writer, director, originally from Alabama. He made short films when he was at a young age. He moved to LA, and then he met Cooper Tomlinson, and then he did stuff cool. So he has done The Chip Thief, Fly Me to the Earth, Shanked, which has 8 stars, Milk and Cereal, 6 stars, Striking Gold, 8 stars. Definitely all over the place. Yeah, he acted as Joey on Sunny in Philadelphia. That's pretty cool. Warnings, Read the Room, Enigma, Dave, B-Side for Taylor, The Cowboy with No Hat. 8.4, 9.2. Wow. And then he did Life in Long Beach, Meanwhile Outside the Bank, Contemplation, Buds, Real World, 8.1. Wow, his ratings are pretty high. They're like 7 to 7.5 star average rating. That's pretty awesome, though. He's definitely got a good mix of experience. And then upcoming, he has Anything But Ghosts, which is in post-production. Yeah, he wrote it and directed it. And then it is starring Michael Johnston, who I don't think I'm familiar with. In the trailer, he looked like someone else, I thought, for a second. But this guy is from an American actor, release from North Carolina, whatever. Pretty cool. And let's see what else he's been in. So 911, God of War, Sons of Sparta video game, Theopolis. Oh, wow, that's coming out too. So he voiced a video game. That's crazy. They make you say so much stuff. You have to say so many variations of lines or whatever. And then extra things, other extra dialogue. Obsession, Legends of Evergreen Hills. So the Obsession has 7.7 stars so far. That's pretty high. TP Bond. And then he's got a lot of music video, some video games, 9. Final Fantasy, what is that? 10, 11, oh no, wait, I'm sorry. 5, 6, 7, right? So Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth in 2024, 9 stars. Additional voices. Oh, that's so cool. Michael Johnson Gravity music video. So he's also kind of a music artist. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game. That's cool. SWAT TV series. I never heard of that. Let's see what else. Let's see. A Demon Slayer. Oh, that's cool. Endangered Species, Artful Escape, Vault the Wonder Deer, Marvel's Avengers video game. He voices Dante. Wow. Academy of Magic, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, The Blackout Club, Kingdom Hearts 3, 8.2 stars. Wow. So that's crazy. Look what he's done. So that's pretty wild. This guy has probably even more experience than the other guy, than the writer-director, Curry Barker. Okay, so we can check out the reviews. It has 17 so far, and it looks like it's pretty good with 7.7 stars. We'll see if it can keep that up. I mean, I mean, based off of 17, you know, that's so, and if they're all good, they look pretty on the good side. Look at that. So that means that it's going to stay, it has a chance to stay on the high one, because if it can keep getting more reviews faster than the bad reviews, this would do pretty well. The first one is 10 out of 10 stars. Take a bow. Indie. Horror isn't a genre where acting is good, is going to get celebrated or noticed with awards, etc. But Indie, who played the lead here, Nikki, and oh my lord, it's an acting masterclass. But the subject matter in this film could have been, while it could have been tragic and a bit of a flip-flop, the way she portrayed poor Nikki under the spell of a wish was outstanding. Humor, 10. Acting, 10. Gore, 10. Everything else, 10. Wow, that's great. 10 out of 10. Damn, what a wild ride. Spectacular. It has been 8 years since Hereditary came out. 8 long years since I have felt my stomach drop to the floor as hard as when I saw Alex Wolff's traumatized face behind the dim glow of a quiet traffic light, and I felt completely empty. Obsession made me feel that way twice. The way the uneasy feeling molds and shapes in your mind like a scratch you can't reach. The way the film pulls you in, but the way the camera shifts and churns. The ominous audio tracks. The use of light and shadows and the chemistry between the small but diverse cast. Okay, this is sounding a little AI. Obsession takes a pretty simple plot and elevates tenfold with stellar use of its budget, audio design, dressing, and acting. And of course, Inde Navarrete, delivering one of the most insane performances I've ever seen. I want to see this again. This is exactly the type of psychology, pixie, manic, dreamscape horror I live for. But that's pretty great. That seems like pretty good writing, or like it's like pretty believable, I guess. And it seems like an honest review. This one says feels familiar in a good way, yet unpredictable and disturbing also in a good way. That's good. 9 out of 10. How good is Curry Barker? 8 out of 10. True terror. 1 out of 10. Nihilistic stock horror. Obsession relies heavily on disturbing content and self-destructive behavior to keep the audience emotionally reacting throughout the film. Drug use, medication abuse, emotional instability, obsessive behavior, and repeated suicidal themes are constantly pushed into the foreground in an increasingly excessive and uncomfortable way. Horror can absolutely explore dark subject matter, but here it often felt more exploitative than meaningful. Instead of building genuine psychological tension, the movie repeatedly escalates misery, chaos, and emotional breakdowns, mainly for shock value. What bothered me most is how stylized and entertainment-focused all this destruction felt. The film spends so much time dwindling on mental collapse and self-destructive behavior that it eventually stops feeling tragic and starts feeling sensationalized. The constant intensity, disturbing imagery, and emotional ugliness became exhausting after a while. By the end, I felt emotionally drained rather than impressed or thoughtfully disturbed. For me, this was a psychological horror and more nihilistic and sensationalism disguised as entertainment. Overrated. That's pretty crazy. 10 out of 10, honestly floored. 7 out of 10, a cautionary tale. 10 out of 10, perfectly timed. 4 out of 10, really creepy, but that's not good. 6 out of 10, decent. 9 out of 10, be careful what you wish for. 9 out of 10, One Wish Willow. 10 out of 10, Twilight Zone much. Oh, that's funny. 9 out of 10, Twilight Zone on steroids. 10 out of 10, a festival favorite. 7 out of 10, creepy, funny, gory. And that is all the IMDb reviews. Here are the Rotten Tomatoes scores so far. 96% from the critics. Well, that's good. They say taking a Nikki conceit and twisting it to deviously crowd-pleasing ends, Obsession is a dauntingly disturbing while also skillfully amusing and thrilling. Okay. Dan Jolin from Time Out gave it 4 out of 5 tomatoes, saying this is essentially just a dark exercise in genre. A rom-com gone horribly, upsettingly wrong in this sense, and we I suspect Barker would take this as a huge compliment. Obsession is the worst date movie imaginable. William Bibiani from The Wrap gave it a tomato, saying Curry Barker's supernatural nightmare Obsession is a better version of Wonder Woman's 1984. What? That's random. Oh, maybe he wrote it? Well, maybe. Monica Castillo from AV Club gave it a tomato, A-, saying, with a simple premise and one unassuming wish, Barker immerses his audience in a dark scenario that only escalates in tension and carnage. It's the kind of horror movie that makes a viewer uneasy almost from the start and doesn't let up. But that's good. And no audience comments. Okay, so we'll go down here and check out if there's any financial info or anything. Oh yeah, okay, this is the trivia that I saw. So it was shot for under $1 million and was picked up by Focus Features for distribution for $15 million or more. After a bidding war, several distributors wanted it, including A24 and Neon. Wow. It would have been a great A24 movie. Yeah, Blumhouse also, but man, yeah, A24, this would have done pretty well with them. But that's pretty awesome. And it doesn't look like there's anything else. So yeah, $1 million, hope, I guess. So this is probably gonna do well. I feel like this could come in the top 10, maybe top 15. And I think that it will, I mean, it can have a really little amount and it'll still do well. So I'm gonna say this will pop with 20 million to 30 million, maybe somewhere around there. And it will be in, I'm going to say the top 15. Okay, and the next movie we can check out is In the Gray. I guess this is Guy Ritchie, written, directed by. That is so random. I definitely like his style and everything. The Gentleman, I really enjoyed. A lot of them. A lot of them are really awesome. 10 million views in 2 months. Pretty awesome. Jake Gyllenhaal, Henry Cavill, and Eiza Gonzalez. Pretty awesome. Okay, let's check out this trailer, which is 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Maybe it's fine.
2, 1.
Call Gary into my office. There is a situation here.
I assure you you'd like to listen. The alternative is very expensive.
Gary! Get them out of my office now.
Gary, a moment. There are 2 versions of how this narrative plays out.
Exhibit A.
Gary waits patiently and quietly by the door.
Exhibit B.
Gary steps forward and you spend the next 6 hours sponging him off the walls. I know which version Gary would prefer. Gary.
Shh. Manny Salazar. He's not really the guy you loan $1 billion and expect to see it back.
You think you can recover it?
You know I can. And this job, when mistakes are made, you need insurance. Kids, don't say a word. Follow me. Bronco and Sid will now solve it their way.
Love the shirt.
It's silk.
Of course it is.
I just told you. It's silk.
This is Salazar's island. The police are on payroll. And he has a reasonably experienced private army. Tick every box.
Tick every tuck.
Lube every wheel.
Lick every stamp.
3, 2, 1.
Range. 300. Weight 275.
Make your mind up.
250. Ram it, Janet.
They work between the moral and the immoral. The black and the white. They operate in the gray.
Show me what you got.
I foresee a problem. I am aware that there is a 300-foot deep untraversable ravine, but if you give yourself enough runway, build up some speed, and flap your arms like so,
it should take the bump out of the landing.
Wow. Okay, that looks so cool. That looks so funny. The first jokes are a little But the jokes later were like kind of funny. So, but his movies, I don't know if they get enough like, you know, reach or whatever, because I don't know, they don't seem to like do well. I don't know, like, but I don't think it does well in like that like the movies are bad. It like I feel like not a lot of people know about Guy Ritchie. I don't know. It's kind of funny how this guy is, but he's but it's just so cool that he writes and directs, I think, everything of his. Pretty cool. I feel like, well, we don't know what the plot is. The trailer was just giving everything away. And he usually gives you way more than, you know, gives you a lot for your money, really. It's kind of cool. His stories can be kind of grand and big, you know, all over the world, really. But rather than like in a small spot, or they at least feel big, though, you know, like The Gentleman, even though it was kind of isolated, it feels like big because of what it is, I guess. So yeah, this has 10 million views, and then down here it has 2,055 comments. Total respect to Guy Ritchie for making the same movie every 2 years. Cavill and Gyllenhaal in one movie, way too much charisma to handle. The man from Auntie, that's funny. I don't even care what it is, Jake and Henry together, I'm watching it. Henry has been sending his audition tapes for Bond since forever. Give him the job already. Wow, I forgot that he could actually play him. Wow, you know, that's funny. Maybe he looks a little different, but he could play him. He could qualify at least. This is the best we are getting from For a Man from U.N.C.L.E. sequel. Oh, okay. The third movie that Mr. Ritchie made in response to MGM for not casting Cavill as Bond when they had the chance. That's funny. I like to thank whoever keeps payrolling Guy Ritchie movies. I absolutely love them. Jake Gyllenhaal, Henry Cavill, and Guy Ritchie, perfect combo. Not gonna lie, every Guy Ritchie project has immaculate tailoring, and I appreciate that. Henry Cavill and Jake Gyllenhaal together inject this into my veins. Henry isn't just a nerd, Superman, badass, gentleman, but a damn good actor. Can't wait for this. You can always count on Guy Ritchie to have the best dressed cast in cinema. Henry again with Guy Ritchie, hell yeah. A collab no one expected. Cavill and Gyllenhaal, two of my favorites. So yeah, there you go. It looks like people are liking it. This is probably going to be so much fun, and it's going to be so worth it. Is the iMDb page. It is rated R. This is good. It can do a lot of stuff with that. 1 hour and 40 minutes. That's cool. It's not going to feel too rushed. It's not going to feel too, too long and all that. This is an action drama thriller. The plot is a covert team of elite operatives are living in the shadows when a ruthless despot steals $1 billion fortune. They're sent to take it back, an impossible heist that erupts into a deadly game of strategy, deception, and survival. And then the alternate plot, I guess, is In the Gray follows a covert team of elite operatives who live in the global shadows as comfortable, wielding power and influence as they are automatic weapons and high explosives. When a ruthless despot steals $1 billion fortune, the team is sent to steal it back on what would be for anyone else a suicide mission. What begins as an impossible heist gets much worse, spiraling into an all-out war of strategy, deception, and survival. And this is directed by Guy Ritchie and written by him. Let's just check him out and see what he's been up to, because I want to see what else he's gonna do. I didn't watch the show. I think they made The Gentleman show. I didn't watch it because maybe it was a prequel. It wasn't the same people, but the movie was so cool. And yeah, I like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Snatch is incredible. Such a funny movie. I didn't really watch Sherlock Holmes, but he does cool fighting stuff. The other one was really cool. Was the what was that movie? King Arthur. So random that this guy decided to do that, but he made it really cool though. Really surprising that he would do that style, or even had that in his mind and the capability to actually do that. All the stylized, the camera, it was obviously graphics, you know, but the idea of everything slowing down when he grabs the sword, and it was really cool. And then the effect with the camera going in and out, super amazing. And yeah, he always does something like that. But yeah, this is so cool. Yeah, he did all that. The Covenant I didn't watch. The Gentleman, oh wow, I mean 8 stars. Wow, and he actually created it and wrote it. That's interesting. Maybe I will watch it then. I just liked Hugh Grant and Matthew McConaughey, so I don't think they're in the show. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Then the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare was pretty funny. It's definitely different. Young Sherlock. I don't think, I didn't watch that one. Oh, it's coming out though. Wait. Developed by, oh, maybe it is out right now. I should check that out. That's probably so entertaining. And then In the Gray, 7.1 stars. I wonder if he's gonna do, I wonder if we'll do like a Man from U.N.C.L.E. series, or something. In the Gray, wait, whoa, upcoming too. Wife and Dog writer, and then Viva La Madness. Holy crap! Should I check it out? Viva La Madness, currently filming. An unnamed protagonist lies low in the Caribbean, waiting for attention from his previous job to fade before heading back to London. Jason Statham and Ben Foster and Jason Isaacs. Oh my God. Wow. This is going to be so funny. Oh my God. Ben Foster, Jason Isaacs. Wow. Okay, well, anyways. And Vinnie Jones. Oh my God. That's so cool. And then, so Viva La Madness, right? Then Wife and Dog post-production. So this is in the editing room now. The relentless greed of the Fairbank family and their associates who fuel betrayal and murder in the battle for succession. Written and directed by James Norton, Rosamund Pike. That is so, Benedict Cumberbatch. Holy crap. That is so cool. Anthony Hopkins. What in the world? Is a crazy cast for this film. Okay, I don't want to check. I want to spoil it too much. I guess we'll be checking out eventually in the future for the show. And then here is the cast. Rosamund Pike, Isa Gonzalez, and then Jason Wong, Emmett J. Scanlon, Fisher Stevens. Who else? Carlos Bardem. Is that Javier Bardem's brother? Oh my God. I bet you it is. Who else? Good. Yeah, nice. A lot of unknown people. That's pretty cool. And then, so it has 6 reviews so far with a 7.1 average rating so far. It will honestly probably stay there. I don't know if these go up or down, but this could definitely increase to like 7.4, maybe 7.3. I don't know if it can get down to like 6.8. So hopefully it stays here. The first review is another expensive product pretending to be cinema. There was a time when seeing Gyllenhaal attached to a project meant there was a strong chance you were about to watch something psychologically tense, morally ambiguous, emotionally uncomfortable, and intentionally stimulating. Films like Nightcrawler, I was just going to say that, Enemy, Prisoners, or Zodiac respected the audience enough to demand attention, interpretation, and patience. Now we get productions like Roadhouse and In the Gray. Another glossy Hollywood package assembled from familiar faces, manufactured intensity, artificial coolness, generic masculinity, and algorithmic dialogue and action scenes designed more for trailers and social media clips than for storytelling. If that is true, it's because of the studio requirements for second screen viewing that you have to repeat the plot in some way, in some form, 3 times in like a sentence. Like what is the main character doing, where are we at, and who the villain is, and what the plot is, basically. And if that's it, then basically Guy Ritchie is, I don't know if you call that selling out, but he's definitely like letting the studio interfere when he needs to write stuff in his style, like what worked with Snatch, what worked with his movies. So that sucks though if this is true, and that like he is actually giving into whatever they're asking and telling him to do. This says, and that is exactly the problem with modern Hollywood. Cinema increasingly feels less like art and more like industrial content production. Actors are no longer chosen because they fit complex characters, but because they function as marketable visual brands. Henry Cavill has become almost a perfect example of this phenomenon. Photogenic, charismatic, commercially effective, but repeatedly trapped in productions that rarely challenge either him or the audience intellectually. I'm going to skip a little bit on this because I feel like this is a dissection of reality rather than the movie. I don't know. Yeah, this is more a hater of Hollywood when I agree with that, but I kind of want to know about what this guy thought about the movie, not really what he thinks of Hollywood and stuff. So I don't know what else this is supposed to say, really. I was not sure what title review should be used. Not cinema anymore. Just algorithmic entertainment. Movies designed by marketing departments. Another whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna skip this because it's kind of dumb. Whatever. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So this is this guy's review. You know, you can think about that. Whatever. Next one is 6 out of 10. Exposition the movie. Shopping list made into a movie. Oh boy, here we go. 1 hour of only exposition. The action the movie has at third act is pre-acted on the exposition part. Yeah, so you see like the continuation, I guess. What if a shopping list of an action movie was made into the actual movie? 0 stakes, 0 danger, 0 character development, 100 of plot armor. Did I mention shopping lists already? Subversion of subversion of subversion. Then again, subversion, but not really. Vroom vroom, explosion, shooting, excitement. Somewhat jokes aside, if you have seen the trailer, you have already seen the movie. It doesn't innovate. It doesn't really offer plot or interesting characters. It even fails to deliver on what I think it tried. Sort of a blend of David Fincher's The Killer and Ocean's 11. The cast did their best, and I feel they were done dirty with editing choices. I feel this movie might have some kind of intervening for the final cut. See, I hope that's not true. Ultimately, the editing is off, and the action doesn't have consequences, fun, or suspense. The movie lacks a breathing room for the characters to just exist. Now, I guess I can agree with this because the first 2 or 3 attempts at a joke in the trailer didn't work. They were kind of weird. One was like a macabre kind of dark humor joke about killing someone and then cleaning them up off the wall, whatever. So and then the one later I laughed. That was funny, the other joke. And I feel like if you're trying to write specific jokes, it's hard than just letting us find what's funny. Kind of write the movie and then let the MPAA do the rest, and then let iMDB do the rest, and then let us do the rest. We're going to be labeling it and clipping it, or whatever, all the, the media people. So think that, yeah, this, I don't know. That's interesting. I hope it's not true. Maybe like Tarantino, Richie is making too much stuff, which it's fine, I guess. He's obviously a machine. He's obviously just, going like Woody Allen when he did his 30 movies for 30 years, one a year, kind of a thing. You just get into that thing, and then imagine having a studio with unlimited budget or whatever, how that works. And you're just able to just go, I mean, this guy's got connections, so it's a little bit different. Now let's see. So this is a 10 out of 10 enjoyable film for a wide range of moviegoers. I guess we could read this one. After seeing the movies this weekend, MK2, Devil Wears Prada 2, both appeal 75% or so according to gender. It is fun to find a movie like In the Gray that is more for all moviegoers, regardless of age, genders, race. In the Gray movie is reflected of all groups. I found the pacing excellent, the tempo interesting, and the stunts and action scenes not too unrealistic that were not believable. I like the components of some people having to work in the Gray when much larger villainous foes use their tremendous resources to act in atrocious behaviors. I like the concept in the movie. Money won't buy loyalty with the right people, but a true gesture will get it. The plot is not too complicated. A group of people are hired to earn a fortune of money that was stolen from a tyrant. Yet there is a spin in that there really are multiple villains, and appearances at the beginning can be deceiving. Movie stars, good actors, action, stunts, people trying to do the right thing, fighting those doing the wrong thing. I found it more PG-13 than an R. It's probably got 2 F words, you know, or a very violent headshot or something. Or a 2 nudity, you know, 1 nudity and then the second nudity. They're like, okay, rated R. And then the ending with phone was excellent. Kept me in suspense. Wow, well, I don't know what to think now. Interesting. This could just be a hater of Guy Ritchie, the other one, you know, whatever. 1 out of 10, stupidity or naivety. 10 out of 10, great movie. 9 out of 10, style meets control and doesn't lose grip for a second. So I think that the movie, it seems to be on the good side, though. So we'll see. Okay, so here are the Rotten Tomatoes. It has nothing on either side, right? No reviews. No reviews. What? Oh. Okay, well, I'm very surprised over here. Really? See, I don't get how that works with, like, this whole IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes thing. How strange. Okay, so yeah, that is everything with this movie. Now let's go down and check. Maybe there's a trivia we can check out, as well as the budget. Rated R for violence and asexual reference. Okay, well, obviously the violence is pretty, I mean, it's probably on the bad side. The language is obviously probably 2 F words, you know. And then no budget info. Okay, well, hour 40 minutes. So yeah, I don't know what to say then. The budget, I mean, I don't think I have any info for what the budget would be. But it could be, I mean, you think $60 million for this film? That's possible. But Guy Ritchie has, I guess, kind of an audience, but sometimes, like what you saw on Rotten Tomatoes right now, he surprisingly doesn't. And that's what's making me think, like, does anybody know about Guy Ritchie? Maybe he wants to keep his name like that and leave a breadcrumb or like a trail, you know, whatever. Just like leave all of these cool movies that nobody knows about. And then, you know, one day eventually you're going to go back and check out all of this guy's movies when you watched all Tarantino's 10 films. And then when you watch Scorsese's movies, and you're going to go, oh, you know, I've never really checked out Guy Ritchie. Let's check all these movies out. Let's start with Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch and all that, and move all his way, you know, move all the way through all of his other films like Sherlock and all of that stuff. So I think because of name recognition, yeah, this could do well. Gyllenhaal and Cavill definitely could bring in a lot of people, I guess. And I think that's what that one guy was saying, that that one review you just saw, that it's like kind of a dumb thing what they're doing, and as you can tell or see, I guess maybe the sunglasses and stuff is contributing to this cool issue that you just saw in that comment. So I think that in the gray, the rated R maybe it should have been PG-13 to do better, but I don't think young kids or people like that are into this stuff, so rated R is probably fine. I think that in the gray will I don't know. I feel like it's going to pop, but if the budget's high, this will probably flop with, I'm going to say 40 to 50 million, and it will probably come in the top 15, I'm going to say. Okay, and the next film that we could check out is this Driver's Ed. It's kind of like, what? I was thinking, what if this is made by the DMV, like DMV Studios? They should do that. And I mean, they like, think about if DMV Studios produced Fast and Furious, you know what I mean? And all that stuff. And then because remember when they were gonna do that NASCAR movie or Hot Wheels movie, and they did one movie, and I think they're trying to do that, and they did real stunts in the movie. Yeah, but yeah, they did real stunts. That was the point of that movie. They crashed real cars and all this stuff. It's pretty cool. But what if they did that? What if DMV did that? Just produced, you know, car-related movies. Okay, so here is the trailer. It is 2 minutes and 41 seconds. 80,000 views in 3 weeks. This is from Rotten Tomatoes Indie. I guess I could probably get it from their thing. Okay, so here is the trailer for the movie. It is 2 minutes and 31 seconds. So they're probably going to show a lot. They're probably not going to need to show it or, you know, anything really. And then this has 10,575 views. Okay, so let's check this trailer out.
My driver's ed car got hijacked.
Do whatever you gotta do, just get them back here. You're killing me, man. You cannot sext in the middle of class.
He's sex texting.
Samantha, my girlfriend, just started at Chapel Hill, and it effing sucks.
That guy was just naked.
Jesus Christ, it's like the Wild West over there.
Wait, you got a new girlfriend already?
No, me and Sam are still together.
She's in college. Is that even legal?
Yes.
Beautiful day for a drive. Hands 10 and 4.
Wait, isn't it 10 and 2?
It's just numbers. Do what feels good, you know. Follow your heart. Left my coffee by my skateboard.
Follow your heart. Follow your heart.
Guys, you can't drive without me.
Stop the car.
I'm gonna drive to Chapel Hill to save me and Samantha's relationship, okay?
Watch out.
My driver's ed car got hijacked.
Do whatever you gotta do, just get them back here.
How are you so sure about this?
Basically, everything I do is made better by her being in my life.
I'm coming with.
I'm coming too.
No, absolutely not.
What's the worst that can happen?
Jeremy, you imagine you and Samantha being like one of those couples that get married when they're 22?
Nothing lasts forever.
Aparna!
Dude! I never space out like that. I have hyperfocus ADD.
Oh, what do they got you on?
Stratera.
Oh, you should think about adding Ritalin.
I've got Wellbutrin.
I'm on Wellbutrin.
For anxiety or depression.
I think maybe both.
It's gonna be 164 miles from here to Chapel Hill.
I got him.
Go.
No,
I have drugs in the car.
God damn it!
Ready, set, go.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
Jeremy? How are you here?
It's a long story. I stole a driver's ed car.
Why didn't you call me?
I also threw my phone off a bridge.
No! I have never not had my phone. I feel naked!
Caution is overrated. Guard your dog.
Oh!
Sorry, who are you?
I'm her boyfriend. Who are you?
Bro.
This is Scooby.
What's up? May fortune favor the foolish.
The bold. Fortune favors the bold.
Dude, are you all right?
Yeah, no, I'm just on mushrooms. Hey, at least I'm not driving.
Oh my God, dude.
Take the next right.
Okay, funny, but weird, but wow. Really showing a lot. I guess they didn't maybe show like the big twist or whatever. Who knows what that's gonna be? How is this movie gonna end? You know what I mean? Like, other than being like the obvious way, but wouldn't it have to end in like a specific kind of a way or something like that? Well, that's interesting. It looks fine, looks normal. It's probably not going to do too well. I don't know. Maybe like with the younger crowds, maybe possibly. I don't think I know any of the actors except obviously what name? Camille, who might be he might be Booster Gold. He kind of looks like the character, but he kind of looks like him a little bit, but it's just gonna be him though, you know? I don't know. It's like I feel like he's not gonna be able to disappear into Booster Gold. And like I feel like it's gonna be too distracting or something. Let's see. So 13 comments. That was a good movie. Thanks for saving me money to have to pay to watch it. So Road Trip for Gen Z. Good fun. Which car is that? This is very sad and depressing. But with the Farrelly brothers, Peter and Bobby, once untouchable, now have these generic, unfunny movies coming out. Each of them doing their own movies now, and both doing such generic B movies. From working with the likes of Jim Carrey, Matt Damon, Viggo Mortensen, share to these generic actors, Hollywood is indeed. Hollywood is indeed. Okay, sure, whatever. This stuff looks dumb as hell. This is lame, trite, and boring. Wow. Here is the driver's ed, or here is the IMDb page for the movie. 1 hour 38 minutes. Rated R also. Oh, I guess. So there's gonna be like, if I don't know, if it's gonna be like drug stuff the whole time, you know what I mean? It's like, what kind of a movie is that gonna be? Like, there's obviously a mushroom scene. Looks pretty funny, but I don't know. If they can just do a really nice, sweet story, like maybe at some point they all admit to like how sad they are and they have all these problems and they have like an arc or something, you know what I mean? Maybe the pills come into the pills end up being part of the plot, and that they all decide that they don't need the pills and all that, and they have their arc and they become happy, or they alongside revealing that their problem that they have. Maybe one of them says, "Oh, I didn't get into college," or all that, right? Whatever type of stuff. But something like that could, at the end they'll actually have like a character arc. Like, it'd at least be possible. Okay, so it is a romantic comedy, action comedy, romance. The plot is a group of teens steal their school driver's ed car to go on a road trip to help a high school senior track down his college freshman girlfriend and win her back. That's, I guess, it's just kind of simple. But again, though, it's like, budget better be low, because this can be a TV movie. You don't need to really do anything unless there's like, I don't know, like there's gonna be like a shootout and all these kids end up shooting guns or something like that. Like, it is rated R, so that could happen. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if nothing big is gonna happen in this movie, they could literally film it with like, cheap, but in some other way, like all in one location or whatever type of stuff. And just, and put it on TV or something, But I don't know. And the rating is 6.3 stars. The director is Bobby Farrelly. I don't think I am really familiar with the guy, but let's see. So he's from Rhode Island. He's a producer and a director. There's something about Mary Osmosis Jones. That's a funny movie. Me, Myself, and Irene in 2000. Let's see what he's actually done. Driver's Ed, Dear Santa. Louder Milk, 7.8. Dear Santa was 5.4. I hope that came out during Christmas, because this comes out in July. I hate that. Bomb, The Leisure Class, Dumb and Dumber 2. That's so funny. And Three Stooges, 5.2. Hall Pass, I'm a Stupid, The Ringer, Ozzy and Drix. Oh wow, nice. Oh wait, is that? Oh yeah, that's after the movie. That's cool. And then what else has he done? Was it Jones? Cool then. Yeah, that's awesome. I wonder if he has any upcoming stuff. Let's see. I didn't check that. Let's see. No, nothing coming up. And then the writer is Thomas Moffat. He was born in 1978. Right, director, Shrink and an actor prepares, and he also did a Shrink Test, Shrink. Oh, not too much actually. Oh, and also being in it a little bit. Oh, that's cool. Not that much experience. If he can maintain this kind of, close to being over 5 stars and then staying there, close to 6. If he can keep doing 6-star movies, he'll do very well. And he doesn't have much, so he should try to pick and choose and really get the best kind of movies to be put on his resume. Here are the actors that are going to be in it. Sam Navola, I'm not really familiar with him. I think he is the main actor, I guess. Yeah, that looks like him. So let's see what else he's been in. He's in The White Lotus for 8 episodes. The Perfect Couple, Maestro, Eileen, White Noise. Oh yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. Oh, he's also written stuff. Wow. Within, he wrote a segment called Neighbor Watch. That's cool. And his upcoming stuff is Phony and Days Ending in Y. He's being a mechanic in post-production. And he is filming Phony, playing Sunny. 8 episodes TV show. Wow, nice. And here is everybody else. Camille Nanjiani. Let's see if they've announced. I don't think they've announced Booster Gold or, you know, like confirmed it. I think they said that they to do that, you know, for sure. Oh yeah, he was in The Boys. That's funny. The screen. Okay, yeah, upcoming 10. Wow. He's in The White Lotus, 1 episode released. The Breadwinner, Daily Boys, The Wrong Girls, Intergalactic, The Heretic Prophet, Thread, An Insidious Tale, Sex Criminals, Green Bank, All Day and All Night, and A Guy Walks Into a Bar. Wow. With 108 previous credits, I guess. So crazy. Things coming up. Pre-production, filming, pre-production. So filming, first, yeah, he's doing 2. Probably able to do 3 at a time. Could you imagine being that skilled? Like to have 3 different characters or whatever going on? That's so crazy. But they haven't not announced the Booster Gold movie on there at least. So let's see. This movie has 4 reviews. 8 out of 10. Oh wait, let me put this in review date. 10 out of 10. Driver's Ed is a 2015 round trip comedy directed by Bobby Farrelly, starring Sam Navola as a high school senior who steals a driver's ed car with his friends to chase his college girlfriend, with Kumail Nanjiani and Molly Shannon in supporting roles. The film follows their chaotic 24-hour journey, which includes being chased by authorities and crooks, and is set for a limited theatrical and streaming release on May 15, 2026, after premiering at the 2025 Toronto Film Festival via Google. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. It doesn't seem, I don't know, does he, I don't even think he said if he liked it. He just explained the movie. 8 out of 10 watched at TIF. Driver's Ed is a lighthearted coming-of-age road trip comedy. It deals with some of the hopes and dreams and uncertainties that come with growing up. It's not a profound or life-changing movie, but for what it is, a relatable movie about being in senior year, it's a good watch. Yoshi Shibuya is such a stereotypical name, though. Okay, 10 out of 10, they don't make movies like this anymore, although this film serves up enough cheesy corn for a table of 10 at Jack Stack Barbecue. Driver's Ed possesses a fun, feel-good nature to it that I could not help but enjoy. The coming of age from the main protagonist, who gives a good performance, satisfies, making this a comedy a refreshingly uplifting change of pace from the overly depressing movies, haunting a deceptive number of screens today. Also, the fact this was made on a budget of $100,000 is extremely impressive. Wow. Well, that's good because it's not reported, I think. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty good though. I like that they put that $100,000. God, I hope that's true. I hope they really need to start. This should be the target amount, you know, like the target budget for all movies. To spend $150 million for Desert Warrior with Anthony Mackie, and it's taking a huge gamble on him being the front runner of a movie. It's just like, I don't know. Like, he's good in that racing movie, Twisted Metal. Like, I think he's pretty funny in that. Yeah. And I don't know. They really need to do what they need to do now, since this AI thing is here. Need to make a fake trailer with the AI thing. You know, they make a mock trailer for $20, you know what I mean? And then they put it on their channel, on their for their studio, on their YouTube page or wherever, everywhere. And then we go through and we watch it and go, hey, that's pretty cool, do it. And then they know people are gonna go for it, you know, and then they have somebody write it and all that, and the budget has to be under 100,000. You know, it doesn't make any sense. Like, there's so much stuff coming out now. The real thing is this. I don't think many of these studios do what A24 does and basically supports an unknown artist. You know, like the guy who did Undertone. That was $500,000, you know? And it was his first time doing it. So it's just like, yeah, and you need to, like, yes, there is letting, you know, you have to kind of write what sells too, right? But like right now it seems horror is really popular. You have to also, you know, you have to write what you write and let the fans decide. But I don't know. It's just, you know, like my opinion on that specifically is that movies are so permanent that they really need to make sure the movie is going to be good and have replay value forever. Like The Flash, you know? The Flash movie is forever going to have that scene in it, you know, where we see Nicolas Cage and everyone. It's forever going to have that scene. And, you know, and it's just like, but they could have put that scene. They could have gone to people who love Snyder and all this stuff and fans of this stuff, and you know the people who make stuff in Blender and whatever on the graphics programs, and have them come in and do the scene. It's for the only reason of the movie being permanent. The movie is going to last forever, and why would you want to add a version of it, whatever? That might be why George Lucas does what he does with his iterations of releases. He keeps editing them over and over and over and over again. Maybe he's just not satisfied with the original one. Like, you know, for some reason, like him as the artist, as a creator, he's not satisfied. Like, he would love to make it now, and it would look way different. And he'd probably do it like James Cameron did it, and do it with, or, well, you know what I'm saying. I guess it's not really that. Well, they could do that. Motion capture it like Avatar and then build the world, but make CG or something. Make the Star Wars world all CG. Oh, you know what I mean? And then it would look way different. But that, I feel like that's what he would love to do. He's like, man, I wish I had motion capture back then and all the dots and stuff, whatever. So this continues saying 6 out of 10 stars. TIFF 25, a fun little Gen Z high school comedy, the likes of which I hope we get more. Well, that's good. I mean, it's just the budget is good though. I mean, if I hope it's 100,000. That to me is the real tell. I think it'll do fine financially, and that to me is the point, right? And then these are the Rotten Tomatoes for this film. So it currently has a 76% from the critics, which is pretty interesting based off of 17 reviews. Richard Lawson from Indie Wire gave it a C splat, saying there are a few laughs to be found in the film, little moments of wit or weirdness, but the film is otherwise a mirthless drag rescued on only by its bright leads. Maybe let them make the movie next time. What? Like, let him write it and her write it, whatever. Monica Castillo from RogerEbert.com gave it a tomato, saying the overall story at the center ends on a heartwarming note. That's good. And a feel-good message about the painful changes that come with growing up. I swear, I don't know, it feels like the pills are going to be like the main thing in the end. Like, they're going to they're not going to need antidepressants. They're going to learn to be happy on their own. Like, it has to have something like that, something sweet. So it has all the rated R stuff. You know, that's like that. Like, if you want to teach people like this, if you want to teach these younger people about a message or whatever, right? You put in all the drug stuff, you lure them in, and then you slap them with reality, right? And then, you know, it's like, man, they learn a lesson in the movie, and then at the same time, the movie is, you know, like a weed movie and they're smoking, whatever, but then it ends in a serious way, and it's like an adult, you know, like mature, whatever type of a thing. So it kind of works in that way. And then Steve Pond from The Wrap giving a tomato, saying the fact that Driver's Ed is an R-rated teen comedy may make it something of an anomaly these days, but it's a fairly gentle and mostly goofy one that's essentially spinning its wheels. That's cool. Sean Burns from Spliced Personality on Substack giving a tomato, saying extremely agreeable company for a rainy afternoon on the couch. Interesting. So he might like the production, I guess. I don't know. Sean Bowman from Fandom Wire gave it 6 out of 10 tomatoes, saying within the Fairley Brothers post separation of filmographies, which have yielded decidedly mixed results, Bobby Fairley's third film is a likable, if entirely forgettable outing. Oh wow. Joey Magidson from Awards Radar gave it 2 out of 4 tomatoes, saying Driver's Ed is a real charming teen comedy with as much heart on display as broad humor. Cool. Nothing else. All right, well, interesting. Okay, so Driver's Ed looks pretty interesting. It looks fun. I hate that they show these trailers. They really just needed to show just the first part and then stop. Like Obsession, they needed to stop right after at that party scene when she's sitting there and they're like, what, did you put a spell on her? It should have backed up. It paused. It was all quiet and like weird, and then it should have gone to black, or some see-through text or something, and the name of the movie. There's something like that. Like, and it would have been like a minute and a half. But 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It's just like you're only gonna go see the thing. I don't know. That to me feels like, I think they've said it, when they show so much, they're not confident in the movie. They're like, hey, we need to advertise this because people aren't going to see it unless we show it to them. It's like, but why? Like, you can't just trust them. You can't just show 1 minute. Just do the fade in, fade out thing in between the scenes so we get a glimpse of it. Don't show us what is exactly happening, or move the scenes around. You got to confuse us. But so I don't know. It's very strange. Down here is the rating for the movie. Rated R for language throughout, teen drinking and alcohol use. I like how it's separate. Teen drinking and then alcohol use. Maybe it is specific. Maybe they do like hey, I'm drinking a beer. Hey, try this tequila. Something like that. And they're under 21, so. But again, though, remember, this is to lure you in to teach you a message. No. Maybe, possibly. Sexual references and brief graphic nudity. Wow. Movie. Oh, I hope it pays off. I hope it works. I hope it works out in the end. Okay, so I think that Driver's Ed could do well. I honestly think financially it's going to do fine. I mean, over 100,000, that's easy. It's probably going to make 5 million. So yeah, it looks good and stuff. It looks like it's going to be very entertaining for the younger crowd, probably. I'm sure anybody. It has Kumail Nanjiani, whatever, in it. So that's for like the older people. And then the other lady, whatever her name is, Molly Shannon. You see, so it's kind of, so if you're older and you want to go see this, it's like you can, but I don't care. I see any movie anyway because I like movies. So to me, it really doesn't matter. I just watched Hoppers and Goat. So those are awesome movies, and it's really awesome to see those films. But anyway, so I think that this movie looks like it's fine, I guess. I'm glad. I hope it's 100,000. That's going to be really good for it. I think that, yeah, it'll definitely pop. I don't know where it's going to place on the leaderboard. I don't know about the top 10. Maybe if it was rated PG-13, I think the movie would feel like it wants to be adult, but it can't. Or, rated R at least, with the drug stuff and all that stuff, whatever. So, yeah, I think that, yeah, it can do well. I think, yeah, I know about top 10. So I'm going to say top 20, maybe top 15 though. I'm not sure about that. So yeah, pop with 20, with 5 million and be in the top 20. And now the next movie we can check out is this Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway, the Sorcerer of Nymph Circe. Kind of long title, and I don't think they translate over correctly. So, I mean, kind of interesting. But yeah, this trailer, this is anime stuff. This seems to be from the Gundam channel, international actual channel, like from them. 307,000 views for this trailer. It is 1 minute and 49 seconds, and we can check it out now.
What happened today was destiny.
Hathaway, we found the enemy's hideout.
Recon the area. They're headed your way, Hathaway.
The Federation is deploying an ample number of mobile suits for them to cover all of the conference. We have to attack
Hathaway Noah.
Chi-Chi. She can be trusted, right?
Hathaway!
Maybe all humans could learn to become new types.
Guys like them wouldn't understand our pain, looking down on us from their robots.
You damn fake Gundam!
That's why we're overthrowing the Federation government.
Don't die, okay?
What?
That's a good one.
Hatha.
I'm sorry. Sacrifice is sometimes necessary.
We're getting crushed by those mobile suits. We had nowhere to run.
Fair play has no place on the battlefield. Justice is decided by the victor.
I'm supposed to have a high-minded mission to shock the world into setting itself right.
Moment of break!
Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, that looks really cool and awesome, I would say. I like the trailer seems to be, it just seemed like it's showing you just like what it is, I guess. I really like that. It looks like it could do well. And it's using that like the 2D graphics with 3D things in it or whatever. It looks really awesome. It's probably going to be very entertaining. It looks very well produced. The graphics, the sound design looks pretty good. This has 754 comments. I will never get tired of seeing new Gundam. Cool. I love playing as new in Gundam Evolution. It isn't just for show though. In Amuro Ray. Hathaway wanted to become Amuro and Char at the same time. No one can handle that power. Did anyone else get chills from seeing new Gundam? Beyond the time. The head Vulcan at the end were incredible. And finally, peak is coming. As noted by other commenters already, the new Gundam Vulcan shot is a callback to the original Char's counterattack trailer, 1988. Wow. That's so cool. Like, what fans this brings forward, and then they say things like this. I mean, that's a heavy reference. Like, this guy is recalling a 1988 trailer for a movie, and he noticed that in this trailer, it's a reference to that one. I mean, that's pretty crazy. As noted by other commentators, Hathaway fighting the ace of aces in his mind, having inherited Char's ideals, hardening his resolve to change the world. I used to pray for times like this. And then Bandai released Hathaway 2, also outside of the US, and My Soul Is Yours. You already have all of my money. That's cool. Yeah, these are actual fans. Obviously, you can tell. Here is the IMDb page for this film. No rating. It looks like it is an hour and 48 minutes, which should be a good amount of time. It is Japanese adult animation, anime, hand-drawn animation, mecha, tragedy, action, animation, drama, sci-fi. It has 7 stars, which is good. It'll probably stay around there. The plot for the movie is Hathaway Noah's fight against the Earth Federation continues, culminating in a terrorist attack on Adelaide's government conference. Gigi Andalusia remains crucial, her influence embodying the witch figure. Interesting. That's probably translated from, their language to English, so it doesn't really make sense. Or you know what I mean. So the director is Shuko Murase, or Murase, I don't know. I'm not really familiar with him or her. He's done a lot of that Blade Runner Blackout video. Wow, that's cool. Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. Wow, do you think he's involved in the new one? No, I guess not. 16, it has been a while. Dante's Inferno. So he's done a lot of animation for games, it seems. But then, animation in general. Kingdom Hearts 2, 9.3. Samurai Champloo, then the rest of his stuff. Cowboy Bebop, the movie, Knock on Heaven's Door. Final Fantasy, what is that, 9? Gundam Wing, Mobile Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam. Wow, so this is, then the trailer that the guy's referencing is obviously for one of these. Probably trailer, 88 he said, so probably around here somewhere. That's cool. The guy has also written some stuff and directed a lot of stuff too. That's so cool. First writer is Yoshiyuki Tamino, and so he has done mostly Gundam stuff, and mostly Gundam stuff. He has done 196 things. Yeah, mostly Gundam. Wow. That's pretty cool. Upcoming more Mobile Suit Gundam, Seed Freedom Zero, original work filming it, and then Gundam. So this might get this Gundam is everything. Well, let's check. Is this its own separate thing? Oh, no way. Sydney Sweeney. This is gonna be a big movie? No way. Wow. So we're gonna see, because anime, I don't think is mainstream, right? But you can make anything mainstream with the IP. So they're gonna make an actual Hollywood Gundam, like how Toho, I think, is allowing Hollywood to use Godzilla and King Kong's IP to make these new ones, which are different from Godzilla -1 and -0. So this is gonna be like an actual movie, though. You know, like an actual big film. Oh my God. Michael Mando is okay. Okay. We'll be checking this out in the future. I wonder when it's supposed to come out. Oh, but they're filming it. Wow, this is gonna be 2027 or 2028. Holy crap. An actual big Gundam movie. They are gonna hope that actually does well. They're actually gonna hope that it performs well with the big names in it. You know what's funny? There isn't a big name like Brad Pitt, or someone like that, or George Clooney. That changes the cast. If they go to the next cast, we're not B-list celebrities, but I don't know, like the second set of A-list celebrities. How about that? There's the A-list with Brad Pitt and George Clooney and Mark Ruffalo, whatever. And then there's a second one where there's other stars, but they haven't trashed, they're not political. They haven't trashed Kamala Harris. They haven't trashed Trump. They haven't done anything. They haven't said anything political, but they're the second set. Like, I think Zendaya hasn't said anything. I don't think Tom Holland has said anything. What I mean, like stuff to really ruin their reputation or their legacy or whatever. So this, I think, if the other one is really gonna have these Sydney Sweeney and then Michael Mando, I mean, that is gonna be so crazy. I can't even imagine that. This one is Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Freedom Zero. This might be like what we're looking at right now, more animated stuff, but this other one seems like it's going to be a legitimate full-on movie. Gundam the movie, because I know they're working on Voltron with Henry Cavill, right? And with Voltron is what is it? Is it a robot that like Power Rangers Turbo and back in the day when it goes together and the arm, leg, arm, and then the head and the body makes a big robot, whatever, something. So I think that's what Voltron is. And, you know, there's also Pacific Rim, but it's like the kaiju idea, I guess, like big things, kaiju, whatever. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. And then the other writer is Yasuyuki Muto, and he's done 100 meters. Wow. Well, that's not. Oh, I guess that is technically anime stuff. And then he's done mostly stuff. Deadman Wonderland, cool. Upcoming stuff. Here is the cast. Junichi Suwabe, I guess. The main character. Well, maybe. I don't know, actually. One of them. And then no one else. Oh. How does that work? They don't have pictures? Are they real people? How is this guy? Maybe these people are so busy, or they did one type of work, or they just want to remain private, maybe. Let's see. So one review. Well, yeah, one review, 7 stars. 10 out of 10 is this very hyper greatest and super amazing. That's good. Good to hear. Let's go. We'll check the Rotten Tomatoes stuff now. So on Rotten Tomatoes, it has nothing on either side. And some critics' reviews. AV Offer from NYC Movie Guru give it a tomato, saying a by the numbers often dull and monotonous anime film with decent animation, but it'll only entertain hardcore fans of the Mobile Suit Gundam film series. Peter Martin from Screen Anarchy gave it 4 out of 5 tomatoes, saying it's a very busy narrative with its various threads sprawling widely, yet it remains vastly entertaining, ensuring that thoughtful action predominates, leading to an intense battle and a startling final shot. Good. Hopefully that's true. Right. So Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway, the Sorcery of Nymph Circe. Just based on that title alone, no, I don't know. People aren't going to want to go see it, whatever. But that's good because, I mean, imagine you like anime and then you don't care about the Minecraft crowd. You know, you don't, whatever type of a thing. You want to go into a movie where you're going to get people who are not on their phones, all that stuff. And then you get to experience this type of a film, you know, on a big screen. So you get like a personal experience in a way, which is pretty awesome. Go down and check if there is a budget. No, I guess it has made 15 million worldwide. I don't think I have any info on this movie other than, yeah, there's not much on it. 15 million worldwide, which means it's probably going to make 2 million here domestically. And I, again, think that these are profitable movies because my theory is that they're made in the studio and it's not a separate filming production. It's literally in-house stuff. Like there's no on-location shooting or anything. So I think that this movie doesn't have to make that much. It literally, it can make 2 million. It can make 1 million. It can make 500,000, and that's fine because there probably wasn't like an established or designated budget for the movie. It's probably just like any amount is fine because we already operate in the green, so we don't have to worry about that. You know, like their movie production probably doesn't go over 50,000 or whatever, right? And like a big studio, they probably don't have to worry about that and then go, oh, we made a animated Gundam movie and it's $95 million, and then they make $2 million. They would go out of business. They would never be in business. you know, and if everything is made in-house, there's animated, they don't have to film anything. The actors could record anywhere that they want, and they can edit in the studio, and the editors can be anywhere technically. So the budgets can be lower in a way. I mean, you still have to pay people, but it's cheaper than filming, you know, a $200 million movie. Why? So I think that this movie, you know, is able to make a profit because I'm assuming that the budget is low. I mean, you'd probably hear if they're like going bankrupt. So in conclusion, I think that Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway, the Sorcery of Nymph Circe, will pop with, I'm gonna say, $2 million, right? And maybe it will be in the top 15. The last movie surprised me, so I said top 30 or something. So I'm gonna say top 20 for sure. So yeah, it will pop with 2 million and come in top, let's say the top 20. Okay, and the last movie that we can check out is called Is God Is. This is from Amazon MGM Studios, 13 million views. Looks pretty interesting. So, I mean, the trailer length doesn't look too interesting. Come on with that. Jesus. All right, here we go.
Swing. We got a letter from Mama.
I thought she was dead. What she went with us now? Where she been at?
She's on her deathbed. If we don't go now, this might be our last chance to see God.
God.
She made us, didn't she?
Girls, I'm gonna make this real simple. Make your daddy dead. Real dead.
This seems a little crazy.
Not as crazy as setting your wife on fire in front of your kids, then abandoning them.
We ain't killers.
How we gonna live with ourselves if we do this?
This Destiny type shit.
Look at me, look at me, look at me. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Look at me, look at me, look at me.
You ready?
Yep.
The lady he took up with after he burnt us up, find her and you'll find him. A lady by the name of Divine.
Yo, ain't shit, damn.
You're his girl.
Oh, hell no.
You in trouble? Chuck Hall's got your back.
Just tell us where he at.
For fear that it would wag, he took my time. We ain't gonna kill him.
We clapping. Tell us where to find him. You're alive? We drumming.
So y'all think y'all just gonna kill him?
Imagine what our lives would look like if he hadn't done it.
Fire burnt his house down.
It was born for burning.
I don't wanna hear no yeah, 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 yeah.
Ain't nobody innocent.
La, 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 la. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't want nothing but blood.
Why don't you sit with me? Seems like we got a lot to talk about.
Oh my, wow, okay. That looks pretty good, actually. I don't even know the plot. Their mom wants them to kill the dad or something like that? Or, that's pretty wild. I am a sucker for this unconventional, like, filmmaking. You saw it. That was weird. Like, that is so cool. The unconventional, like that bass, like, it had nothing to do with it. I don't know. It made it feel grungy into yeah, just like different, I guess. But that is so cool. I like the trailer. It felt like Guy Ritchie for a second with all the characters. Like, you know, this is obviously a black movie. I'm guessing, right? Whatever. But it doesn't seem like that, you know? And I know that's gonna create a lot of like I guess racial comments or whatever. So I don't know, you know, DEI stuff, whatever. But I don't know if I got that feeling from this one. This looks like a movie, you know what I mean? Like, this looks like a movie. It's just gonna be hectic, crazy, like, good luck, have fun, don't die, or something like that. Like, just, yeah, unconventional, you know, different camera angles, weird editing, but it still flows like a movie. The first act, the second, and then the third, and climax and stuff. So I hope this does well. I hope that the runtime isn't too long. And down here it has 836 comments. Not Sterling K. Brown being the daddy. Looks like a grindhouse revenge flick. I'm totally in. There you go. Okay, maybe that's what I'm trying to say. Looks like a grindhouse revenge flick. Wow. This is going to bring in the Tarantino fans and the Rodriguez fans. Wow. This, I haven't even heard or seen anything about this. Hopefully the trailer isn't misleading. Hopefully it is actually, yeah, grindhouse-like. That is really, that's surprising and very cool. Let's see. So, and then it says the cast is stacked with American black actors and actresses. Definitely checking it out. That's cool. The cast, the soundtrack, the play to movie pipeline. Erica Alexander, I'll watch anything. Maxine Shaw, attorney at law, is in. She's brilliant. Tarantino and Peele done had a baby that made this film. There you go. Wow. Jordan Peele meets Quentin Tarantino. Wow. I was already sold. You didn't even have to sweeten the deal with Yaya, but I'm glad you did. Yes, bring back the play to film pipeline. Oh, so wait, what? It was a play first? How is this is based on a play? Based on Alicia Harris' 2018 play by the same name. They also direct the film Virgin. Wow, is Alicia Harris non-binary? I don't know. I just most times use they for people I don't know much about. Oh, I see. Well, he probably meant the studio. Did they direct the film version? Whatever. Based on, so a 2018 play. Wow. I wonder if, you know, like, what's the George Clooney one? The broadcast one, the radio one, whatever it's called. They made it a long time ago, and then they redid it, I think, 3 years ago on stage with George Clooney actually in it. And it seems like an elaborate play. Like very elaborate. They're doing like a play within a play. They do a radio broadcast in the show. I mean, pretty cool though. It's called something radio. I don't know. It's pretty good though. Oh, Good Night, something like that. I don't know. It's pretty awesome though. So this is pretty cool though. That is so cool. I want to see the play. Something tells me that it might be better than the film. I'll still give the film a watch. Yeah, that's a thing. Is the play, if the play is like the plot of this, then it's probably very similar. But if there's like crime and blood and stuff, do they do that in the play? Or is this because, hey, the writer, I've always envisioned this as being a more violent movie, but we can't do that on stage. And then they said, hey, do you want to turn your stage play into a feature film? And then she said, yes, or whoever wrote it, you know. And then they said, okay, yes, we'll do that. And they made it extra violent, or they added the grindhouse angle to it because it's a movie, maybe. That's what it seems like. It says this actually looks really good in the cast. Fire, yes. Alicia Harris is my mentor. I can't believe I can brag about that. LOL. Sterling is one of my favorite actors. This guy is phenomenal. Excited to see this one. Vivica A. Fox's comeback. Awesome. Is the IMDb page for this film. It is rated R, which is good. It definitely seems like that's going to be a positive. And it is an hour and 39 minutes. That's cool. Not 2 hours, not 2.5 hours. So this would be good. Maybe they watched They Will Kill You, Forbidden Fruits. I don't know if they did that. And Hide and Seek. Oh, Ready or whatever. They Will Kill You. Oh, the other one. Ready or Not, Here I Come Too. Whatever. Like that kind of the runtime. I mean, this is a drama mystery. The plot is two sisters embark on an epic quest for revenge, confronting a charged family history that will push them to extraordinary lengths. Interesting. Lashea Harris wrote and directed this. That is really awesome. She has done Gossip Girl, Next Gen, and Deluge. Let's see. Which, oh, she's like just starting? No way. Oh yeah, I remember. Yes, this is her debut. Wow. Writing and directorial debut. No way. And then here are the actors who I'm not familiar with. Erling K. Brown. Yes, I do know this guy. What was he? And I saw oh yeah, okay, Black Panther. I haven't watched that in a long time. Waves, Hotel Artemis. He's definitely a standout person. I saw him in something. I was like, whoa. Oh, yeah, he's pretty good. That's cool. The other people, I don't know if I'm familiar. Vivica A. Fox. I don't know if I've seen anything with, like, with her specifically. Let's see. The Young and the Restless. Wow, that's a lot. Holy crap. Plan C, The Wrong Marriage, A Tooth Fairy Tale. Like Father, Like Son, The Wrong Obsession, Make or Bake Christmas. Well, and then upcoming 7 is God Is, A Perfect Christmas Kiss. Hopefully that's released Christmas. Neighborhood Watch, Me and My Girlfriend, Love Bait, Humble Pie, and Break the Cycle. That's a lot. Well, finished all of these. Oh, so right now she's probably doing press release and all that, or press for the movie and all that. Or at least wrapping it up. She's probably doing interviews on TV. Who else is in? All these people. That's pretty awesome. And then I guess there's no comments for this movie. Okay, well, we'll go over to the other, to Rotten Tomatoes, and then no financial stuff available. Hopefully that budget is low. Here are the Rotten Tomatoes for this film. 97% from the critics. That's good. Alonso Duralde from the film Verdict gave it a tomato, saying there's an exhilaration to Harris' direction. She brings to the film the confidence of a first-timer who's both assured and unafraid. Christy Puchko from Mashable gave it a tomato, saying As God Is delivers filmmaking that is so mythic, mesmerizing, and menacing that it's easily one of the best movies of 2026. Randy Myers from San Jose Mercury News gave it a tomato, 4 out of 4, saying Harris directs with a ferocity that you can't ignore and chews up the patriarchy, and then lets out a collective cathartic scream on behalf of Black women who are fed up with the wrongs that life throws at them and with being told how to deal with it all. That's good. Edward Douglas, the Weekend Warrior from Substack, gave it 7 out of 10 tomatoes, saying the film's bigger known stars don't leave nearly as big an impression as Harris' 2 leads, who help carry this material and make it work as well as it does. And then Carl De Los Santos from Smash Cut Reviews gave it 4 out of 5 tomatoes, saying hilarious but incisive in its reclamation of female rage in the face of patriarchal violence. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll cheer, you'll want to rage against the machine. That's a reference. Lehman from The Spool gave it a tomato, saying a remarkable achievement on all fronts. Is God is a vengeful, fueled whirlwind not to be missed. That's good. And then no audience reviews. Okay, so in conclusion, I am gonna say that looks pretty good. Definitely, it looks well produced. I hope it does well. I kind of like this. I like how weird it seems. Like, yeah. So I think that I think like it, I don't know. I feel like the budget could be high, maybe, and that it will probably technically flop. And yeah, so I'm going to say it'll probably flop with maybe, I'm going to say $10 million. I hope not. It could do a little bit better. I hope the budget's low, and this could come in the top 15. Okay, so my final predictions are that Obsession, I think it can do well. It definitely seems like a cool use of that premise of like a curse or whatever. The trailer has 93K views, solid likes, extremely positive comment sentiment. The Rotten Tomato scores are 96 from the critics, which is pretty good. I think that this could make 4 to 7 million domestically. I'm not sure about it. Oh, it might be domestic around $18 million. That could be the budget. I think it's low. So I do think that since it's a low budget Blumhouse style film, which was also going to be part of A24, I think it can pop with 20 to 30 million dollars, because yeah, this is the budget. It was very low, and then it will be in the top 15, maybe the top 10. Driver's Ed is the next film. I think that this could be a lot of fun if it has a good message in the end, mixed with the, obviously drug stuff or adult stuff. Then this could end up doing very well and have a message in it as well. The Rotten Tomatoes scores, no critics yet, and then yeah, so that's interesting. I think the budget is it's $100,000 budget. I hope that's true. 80K views on YouTube. I think that this can do well with the younger crowd. Hopefully this has a great twist and it kind of works out in the end, and maybe a message or something in it. I think that this film will pop with, I'm going to say $5 million, because the budget is apparently $100,000, and it will be in the top 20. Next film is In the Gray by Guy Ritchie. Hopefully this does well. I think that, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's going to be a little bit mixed. It seems like it's a whole lot of fun, though. It has 10 million views on YouTube, 53K likes. The critics, I guess there's none yet. And then the audience score, nothing yet. It looks like it's going to pop with 4 to 7 million. Looks like it's gonna not do too well. It looks like the budget is probably high, so for that reason it's probably going to flop with $40 million to $50 million, and I don't know how long it's going to last, but it will probably be in the top 10. Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway, the Sorcery of Nymph, Circe seems to be very well produced. It's probably has a low budget, so it's probably going to do well. I think that I don't know how it's going to do overseas. Probably a little less, but I feel like it should do well over there. There to over here is probably overseas. The trailer looks really cool. I think it's going to be a fun film. It's got that 3D, 2D design, animation stuff going on. Hopefully the budget is low. It probably is. I say that this film will pop with, I'm going to say, $2 million domestically and maybe 10 internationally. This will probably be in the top 20. Last film is God Is. I think that this film is very surprising. I think that, it looks very hectic and crazy, and then somebody did say it has a grindhouse feel to it. It seems like people are really liking it. The audience score seems to be, critics gave it 96% so far, nothing from the audience. The current box office is predicting it to be, I guess, $4 to $8 million. It's probably a low budget. I think they said, I thought they said it was low. This is based off a play from 2018 by Alicia Harris. So that's kind of interesting. I think that this will flop with 10 million if the budget is high. And then I think it's going to be in the top 15 or 20. And here is the current box office. So we have The Devil Wears Prada 2 still in first place. Mortal Kombat 2, which is at 38 million. I'm not sure. I think it's under 68 million now, which is up to its budget. It's almost there. In another week or two, it might double it. So this probably could turn out well. Hopefully this weekend it gets a bigger bulk. And then the next week it can get a little bit less, but still a big bulk. And then turn out fine. Michael is in third place. That's pretty cool. The Sheep Detectives isn't doing too well, but it is in the top 5. Billie Eilish, Hit Me Hard and Soft, the tour. That's doing, I guess, okay. Definitely the only music type of a movie out. Well, actually, no, that's not true. That's actually funny. Michael and Billie Eilish are in the same category, in a way, because of the music part. And then in 6th place is the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which is crazy. Still going, you know? Alongside Project Hail Mary, which has actually been out longer than it, and it's still going. Wow. 328 here. Wow, I think it's at 600 million worldwide or something, or 700. I don't know. If you think they're going to leave it to hit 1 billion, that might be a little cocky, but it could probably do it. Hokum, 8th place, 12 million. 9, Deep Water, 3 million. 10th place, Animal Farm, 5 million. Lee Cronin's The Mummy, 11th place, 28 million. The Drama, 47 million. That's doing okay. Hoppers was pretty awesome. I love that movie. Let's see. Super Mario Galaxy movie was pretty entertaining. The Sheep Detectives is gonna be a good one. What else? All these movies. So I am thinking that Is God well, probably in the top, I don't know, 10. I don't know if it'll have enough to push any of those movies out of the way. Farm will push. I think right there is about the break. I don't know if any of these movies can push any of those. Let me see. Obsession, In the Gray, maybe In the Gray because it has Gyllenhaal and Cavill in it. They could definitely, I mean, they're going to be right under Project Hail Mary and above Hokum, I think, right? I don't think they're going to actually be able to Michael out of the way or the Sheep Detectives for In the Gray. The only one that has a chance would be In the Gray or Driver's Ed. Doesn't look like, I don't think Is God could do it. Obsession, honestly, might be a secret movie that would be like, hey, guess what? You know, this is actually pretty interesting. So hopefully that does well. And yeah, so these are all the numbers of the current box office. Okay, so that wraps up this episode of Pop or Flop. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you to RottenTomatoes.com, IMDB.com, and TheNumbers.com. Leave a comment down below, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.